Hello, Saber collectors. Today we're going to do a little something different than review a Saber. What I have here is an LGT E08 Saber. I did a review on an unboxing rather on it earlier, and today we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of cosmetics on it to go ahead and change it up a little bit. Now, what I had ordered this week were some grips from the Custom Saber shop. These are self-adhesive grips with a little bit of 3M tape on the back of that. From Stuped Kyber, I got a CoverTech adapter. And from Vire Sabers, I got a control box and some timing shims to go ahead and line up the grooves of the Saber a little bit more than what they were. We'll go ahead and do some of the timing shims first. As you can see, the blade retention screws are not lined up with the switch section. And what we're going to do is either put them on the opposite side of the switch section or line them up with the switch section. So we're going to take this off. I had tried to go ahead and line it up the first time. This is without the timing shims. You can see it's almost lined up, just a little bit off. I've already done the grip section down here. I've got one timing shim up there, so that's lined up, this grip, but it's just a tad off on this one. So I'm thinking probably about 2 or 3 of the timing shims should work. I'll do 3 of them because one of them didn't. You saw it was off on that. I ordered a couple sets of the timing shims and they just fit onto the threading just like this. I'm going to do 3 like I said and see how that comes out. Oops. You can see now I've got that lined up, but that's still not on the right side. So we're going to put one more shim on here and see if that'll help. That's lined up, and that is on the opposite side. So we'll call that good. Okay. The timing shims come in, I believe, a pack of 5. And what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and attach the adapter. And this adapter has 2 holes on it, so when you put it on the first time, if you don't like the position, you can actually switch it off to the other side, 180 degrees from each other. Since I'm right-handed, and this will fit into the CoverTech here, I can go ahead and draw the Saber that way and activate it. So I think that's good. I'm going to put the pommel on. Now the pommel, I'm not really that worried about lining it up with the grips because this has 8 grips on it versus the 6 knobs on the pommel. You'll notice that I went ahead and put a small piece of paper here, taped it. It's a 3/8 inch wide piece of paper. This is going to help me line up my grips. And what we're going to do first is I'm going to take this off here. I'm going to push this right up into that. I'm putting it on the inside of this edge because the outside bumps on the grip itself are curved. Now, when I get these on here, I'm going to go ahead and wrap them up in rubber bands, but for right now, we're just going to go ahead and push them in real hard. I probably should have wiped this down first with some alcohol, but they fit in there pretty well. Like I said, I'm going to put some rubber bands around here after I'm done to go ahead and just give them some time to go ahead and adhere onto the body itself. Now, these are from the Custom Saber shop. These are individual, so you'll have to go ahead when you order. If you order, you'll have to go ahead and tell them how many you want. This will go ahead and depend on the grip of your saber. See, they go on pretty easily. Oops, I got two of them there. And the last one. That one's a little off. These grips are just made, they're just wide enough to fit inside these grooves. I thought maybe I would have to go ahead and cut the edges of them off, but they seem to work okay. I'm just making sure now that they're lined up. I may have to go back in here with an X-Acto or some scissors and trim off the edge, but for now they look like they're fitting in there pretty good. You can see already that it's already going ahead and has a different look to it. And it's not a bad grip either. Okay, we'll move on to the, I can take this. I'm going to take this paper off now. I'll just slide that off. I'll pop this back on. I may need to do some adjustments on the grips, but for right now, it looks like they're in the grooves and they're holding pretty good. Now we'll move on to the control box. And it comes with two different Allen keys. One is for the plunger. There's a small grub screw in here that goes ahead and is adjustable to go ahead and make contact with the switch itself. And according to their video, we're taking off these screws first. So we're going to replace them with the other screws, which should be longer. Okay. See, they're not, they're a tad longer. Make sure that this is tightened up in the back. And what we're going to do is we're going to line up that. Drop in the first one. Line that up there. Fight me on this one, aren't you? Nope. There's a reason why. I grabbed the wrong screws. Those are the original ones. I was wondering why they weren't tightening down. I'm going to tighten it down all the way until the second one's in there. There we go. Second one. It's nice and tight. Okay. So you still have access to your recharge port. And now what we're going to do is we're going to drop this in here. Twist that. You can see there's a little spring in there to actuate. Now what they recommend you do for this clamp card is to go ahead and put a little bit of hot glue on the side, on the underside of it, to go ahead and keep it in place. I couldn't find my glue gun, so what I did was I put a piece of blue tape and folded it over thin on one side so that it went ahead and held it in there pretty good. Now I gotta just adjust this. Where that clamp card can slide in there, but it's not too I can feel the thing, so what we're going to do is we're going to give it a little test right now. And I need to adjust that grub screw in there. So we'll drop that grub screw down a little bit more. Whoops. That was a little bit too much.
The resistance is dead. The war is over.
Yeah, it's a little bit too much. So try that. clamp card is in there pretty good. It's not going to slide out. So that's pretty good. And there you have some adjustments to an LGT Saber to go ahead and give it a little bit of change on the look itself. Going to wrap these up just to go ahead and give them some time to adhere down into those grooves. Make sure that they're in there real good. And we're all set. Thank you guys for watching. We'll go ahead and make another video hopefully soon as time allows. And we'll see you guys next time.